I don't know about you, but getting started with mechanic work on YouTube, I see all these experienced mechanics with all the tools. They've spent thousands of dollars on an awesome garage. But me, I'm just getting started and I needed to pick up some tools. So instead of buying some useless tools that you're not going to need, here's the ones that I use all the time. And hopefully it helps out some other beginner like me. All right, first, dead hammer. Use it all the time. Help get off hard to remove parts. It's awesome. A wrench set. I have the SAE and metric. You can pick them up at Harbor Freight. You don't need to get the expensive ones. You can just get the Pittsburgh brand. It's fine. Don't get sucked into getting really expensive stuff. If you can splurge, get the ratcheting ones. Get a nice ratchet. Another Harbor Freight product. I like the head that moves. You're going to need deep sockets. There's a lot of bolts that you're going to have these deep sockets, so just get them. Swivel sockets. There's a lot to hard to reach bolts, and the swivel, I don't know how I did anything without them. This is like one of the #1 buys. Impact driver. Get it battery powered, doesn't have to be huge. Use this all the time. Then, a little more expensive, you need to get an air compressor and air tools. There's going to be bolts that are hard to get off. Yes, you can use a breaker bar, but this is way faster and way easier. Highly recommend spending a little money. I got these off Facebook Marketplace for a steal. You can get awesome ones at Harbor Freight. Spend the extra money. Get the Knipex brand pliers. Use them all the time. They're great. They haven't worn out. Love them. Voltmeter. Any type of electrical work. I've used it on my car so far. I use it for all types of electrical in my house. I used it for a furnace project lately. Get one of these. You're going to need it. I use it all the time. Torque wrench. I'm doing an engine rebuild right now. It's going to be one of my #1 tools. I think I'm even going to splurge and get a digital one. That might be worth getting over these click ones, especially with an engine rebuild where you got to be really precise. And lastly, you're going to need a slide hammer. This gets off bearings, wheels, any type of part where you have to pull off. You're going to need one of these. There's other universal kits that have more attachments. This one I use pulling off bearings off my truck. I've used it on the engine rebuild. You're going to need one of these. Just buy one. It doesn't need to be an expensive one. Those are the tools that I would recommend getting started. I don't think you need to go really expensive on stuff. These are the ones that work for me. I'm sure my list is going to revise as I get more experienced, but this is what I recommend. Hope this helps out other beginners out there. You don't have to break the bank to get started. Here's a bonus one. I forgot. Rubber gloves. You're going to use them all the time and go through a million of them. You can pick them up at Harbor Freight, Amazon. Get a lot of them. You can never have too many. I use them on every project I do. Keeps your hands nice and clean.